Hello, my very most beautiful Aquarians. How is everyone? I hope you guys are all doing amazing. So, my lovelies, we are going to be doing your October reading. It is a general reading, so it may not be able to resonate for all of you. And if you guys want something that is meant for your exact energy, I do have personals open, and everything that you'll need to know is in the description box below for you. Now, you guys can also follow me over on Patreon. I do additional readings over there, spiritual growth, personal development, money and career, as well as love readings, and there is a link for that in the description box for you. Now, I have added 2 new benefits to Patreon, and this goes for my existing patrons and for anybody new, right? When you sign up, you guys can get a free 1-question email reading, as well as you get 20% off of all personal readings for the entirety of your membership. So for my existing patrons, to access that benefit, because it is new, right, all you have to do is inbox me your question over on Patreon. But we are going to go ahead and pray and just get started. Archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors, please deliver clear messages with a very clear understanding for my very most beautiful Aquarians. Please, may the messages that need to be heard the very most please come through, and may they please find those who need to hear it. All right, my loves, let's take a look and see what's going on for you. We are going to be looking at your energy and of the person that you're dealing with or will be dealing with. All right, we have the Strength card at the bottom of the deck for your general overall energy. Overall, Aquarius, I really do feel like you guys are, you've made a major decision here. You got the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse, the Judgment card, and the Strength card. I think you guys have made a major decision when it comes to somebody. I think you guys are really holding back. I think it's difficult for you not to communicate with this person. Okay, whether they're messaging you or whether, it's just difficult for you not to reach out. Take it how it resonates. I do feel like you are holding back. Okay, 8 of Wands in the reverse is in your thoughts. I do feel like you miss them. I feel like you miss texting them. Like I said, I think it's difficult for you not to. But I think you are finding the strength to hold yourself back from that, right? We are going to clarify these 2 in a moment, but I want to get their energy out as well. You got the 5 of Swords here in the heart space, so I do feel like, yeah, there's a lot of looking back at the past. There's a lot of looking back at what's happened between the 2 of you. There's just a lot of confliction when it comes to this. Okay, I feel like you're trying to stand your ground and hold strong and not reach out, not message them. But it's difficult, and you're looking back at everything that's happened, and you're feeling a little bit conflicted because your head and heart aren't exactly on the same page, right? Your head is like, no, this is what's best for me. This is what I need to do at this time. But your heart, you love them and you miss them. So it's difficult. You got the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse for your true intentions. I don't think you guys have a plan. I think that this is what it is. I think you're just in the moment trying to do what's best for you, and that looks like not communicating, right? But the Knight of Pentacles in the upright can be a card of strategy and having plans and following plans. I don't think you really have one with it in the reverse. I think you're just in this moment doing the best that you can do in the situation. I also kind of feel like it's something, you've gotten impatient with something, right? Something has taken far too long, whether that is to improve or for somebody to do what they're supposed to do. And then there's just this energy of frustration with it. You do have the Queen of Pentacles here for your action. I think you guys have just been really focused either on your home, on your money, on your family. This can look like self-care vibes as well, right? With the Queen of Pentacles. So I do feel like you guys have just been really trying to focus on those areas. So we're going to get their energy out on the table and hopefully see what's going on with them. All right, we have the 6 of Wands in the reverse at the bottom of the deck for their general overall energy. Let's take a look at this. I feel like this person is feeling very down right now. I think they could have a lot of stuff going on. I do feel like they do want to reconnect. We got the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. and the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Both of those cards are a card of like a return, right? Of wanting to return. But they also have the Emperor in the reverse. And to me, you know, that could feel like they feel like things are out of their hands, or like things have snowballed, or, you know, things got out of hand, right? They have the Death in the reverse as well. So to me, that could look like, you know, not really wanting things to be over either, or having a resistance to change. They're having a resistance to whatever changes need to be made in order for this to come back together, for this to work. Look at the Six of Wands in the reverse. So it's almost like they do want to return. Five of Pentacles in the reverse, Eight of Cups in the reverse. They definitely want to return here. But there's something here where they're feeling like maybe it's not going to work. It's not going to be successful. Whether they feel like you won't let them back in and that's why it won't work, or whether they feel like you guys just can't make the connection work. That kind of remains to be seen. We're going to need to clarify that in a minute. They do have love for you here. King of Cups. So I do feel like this person does love you, and I think that's really on their mind heavy. The Four of Swords, though, I feel like they're keeping it to themselves. I feel like there is no communication here. I feel like they're trying to really look within and kind of figure some things out with that energy. The thing is though, I feel like this person doesn't really express how they feel. So, like, if this person is missing you and loving you and wanting this, I feel like they don't say it with that Four of Swords energy. Yeah, and it's the Page of Cups in the reverse as well. So they don't say it. You know, so they're having these feelings, you know, they want to return. They have these thoughts about, well, I don't know if it's going to work, or I don't know if they'll let me. I do love them, but they're not expressing it. They're keeping all this to themselves. So that could be an issue within the connections, that this person doesn't express things. This person doesn't, you know, communicate. Got the Six of Pentacles here in the reverse for their action, though. So I don't see them stepping up and giving the effort or energy that they need to. So it's almost like that's where that Devil, or that Death in the reverse energy comes from as well. So it's almost like a resistance to change. So it's like they know what needs to be done in order for you guys to come back together, or what changes need to be made, whether that is them finally starting to, you know, give more effort, right? Whatever it is here, it's like they know what needs to be done, but they're not willing to do it. And so at the end of the day, does it really matter how they feel if they're not willing to have the actions to back up those feelings, right? But either way, they're not expressing how they feel either. They're not communicating how they feel. We're going to start to clarify some things and see what else we can get here. Tell me about the Eight of Wands in the reverse. I think you're frustrated because, you know, this person isn't communicating, because you're not getting, you know, something that is equal give or take. Things aren't right, and they're not willing to do the work. They're not willing to do their part. The Page of Swords. You guys could have eyes on this person. Just be cautious, because the only issue with that is that I do feel like it makes it difficult for you guys to let go. It's one of the reasons why you guys are continuing to look at the past, right? Is because, you know, you could be still keeping them in your energy. It makes it hard to let go and move on when you're still keeping them in your energy. But you guys do whatever you guys feel like you need to do for you, what's best for you. But that is something that's coming up. You could be thinking about them a lot too. It could resonate if you're not spying on their social media. Then it could just be, you know, that they're really on your mind. You're really feeling the absence. What is that expression? The silence can seem so loud. Like, it's, even though there's no communication, it's like deafening, right? And I got the Nine of Swords. Really upset, really in your head about the situation. Tell me about this Five of Swords energy. The Ten of Swords. Feeling very conflicted about your decision. It's that, like, that energy of your head and heart not being on the same page. Your head knows that this is what's best for you, right? And that's why you're doing it. But your heart, you know, the heart wants what the heart wants. We got the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse here. Got the Ace of Swords. So I do feel like you guys do have an awareness. And I think that big awareness of, because the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, like we talked about, right? Something is taking too long, and it feels like something isn't happening. Something's getting drug out. You know, that is what you have this awareness of, is that something really isn't going to change here. And that knowing that, you know, things aren't going to change is what is allowing you to kind of deal with these difficult energies of having to not communicate or having to pull yourself back, right? When your heart doesn't want to, when you love this person, it's that big awareness that is, you know, keeping you, is giving you the strength. It's giving you the strength to make that decision. Now, The Knight of Pentacles is also, when it's in the upright, is a card of like planting seeds, right, for the future, right, a card of potentials. And in the reverse, it's, you know, it can be kind of the opposite of that. And I think you see that there isn't a lot of potential for planting seeds. There isn't a lot because this person isn't stepping out. They're not doing their part. In whatever way that is for you guys. We got the Queen of Pentacles here, clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, I do feel like you guys are focused on yourself, focused on your stability, focused on your goals, right? And this can look like personal development too, just working on yourself, okay? And I think that's really positive. I think that combination and these, you know, awarenesses that you guys are having is what is going to give you the strength and the courage to do what's best for you, even when it's difficult. So tell me about this King of Cups energy. They got the King of Swords in the reverse, but they lack clarity, and they're not. The King of Swords in the reverse as well as a card of like withholding information or speaking in half-truths. So once again, like it's more of this energy of this person not expressing how they feel, not communicating. It can also be a lacking of clarity. They could be a little bit emotionally immature as well with that energy. Tell me about the Four of Swords and the Two of Swords. So they're indecisive about what they want to do. So there's that lack of clarity again. We have the indecisive energy too. So they're indecisive of whether you guys can work this out or how to work it out or if they should just move forward. But, you know, there could be indecisive about whether to express something to you as well. Tell me about tell me about the Page of Cups. Let's do that. Why is the Page of Cups here in the reverse? The World card in the reverse. So they don't want this to be open, or they don't feel like this is over. I feel like that's what it is. They don't feel like they need to be the one to reach out and express how they feel. That's difficult for them for some reason, and they don't want to do it. And they feel like they don't need to because they feel like it's not really over. So this kind of feels like to me, this energy, they feel like you'll be back. That's why they're not going to be the ones to reach out. They're not going to be ones to, you know, express how they feel when they feel like they won't need to because they feel like you'll just end up doing it. Yeah, we got the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. They don't have to put that work in. They don't have to put that effort because if they just hang back, you'll be back. That's the energy of it. And that's why their action is the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. You know, not putting forth effort. Not communicating. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Because they feel like you will. If they just hang back and wait, they feel like you will. So we're going to grab another deck here, and we are going to get some advice and what you don't see coming. So let's start with the what you don't see coming. What doesn't Aquarius see coming in this situation? What doesn't Aquarius see coming in this situation? We got the Seven of Swords in the reverse and the High Priestess. Ooh. I think that you guys are, some kind of truth is being revealed to you. This could come in a couple different forms. For some of you, it could be the Seven of Swords in the reverse can be like a truth coming out, right? I think it's just the truth about like this person and their intentions and their effort and like where this is really going. That's kind of what I feel like. Especially because I feel like intuitively this could come out with your intuition, okay? I do feel like you guys already know that for a lot of you. This is just more of like a confirmation reading. So what you don't see coming is you will be getting the clarity. There could be, for some others of you guys, there could be another truth coming out in the situation about this person as well. That could take you by surprise. Something that's been hidden from you with that High Priestess energy. And maybe you guys already intuitively feel like there is something else going on, right? And that's one of the reasons why you're really, really trying to hold back too. Now, what advice do we have? Got the Eight of Cups. Kind of wants to come out in the reverse. Got the Death card in the reverse. Let's get one more. And the Six of Pentacles. So let's see how we read that. Because that Eight of Cups, I'm going to take it in the reverse. It kind of felt upright to me, but it kind of came out in the reverse. So we'll take it. Either way, I do kind of feel like both messages apply. The Eight of Cups in the reverse and the Eight of Cups in the upright. To me, this would feel like, I think you're trying to distance yourself emotionally, disconnect, you know, you're trying to walk away. I do feel like you can feel that they want to return. I feel like you guys are very emotionally connected. The Death card in the reverse, nothing has really changed here. You know, it's a resistance to change. It's a resistance. The Death card in the reverse can also be a card of like acceptance too. But I do feel like there is this energy of resistance to change. This person is resisting making changes that they need to make in order for you guys to, you know, make this work. And when you are very comfortable with somebody, you do have a deep connection. That is a little bit of a codependent energy. It is a little bit of a, you know, a resistance to getting used to grieving and I don't want to say getting used to grieving, but getting used to being without this person, right? Nobody wants to grieve. Nobody's looking forward to going through that, right? So we can kind of resist it so we don't have to go through that experience. But we have the Six of Pentacles here. I think Spirit's saying you guys deserve something that is mutual. You deserve to get the energy back that you give. And as you can see right here in their action, they don't plan on doing that. Now, only you guys get to decide what's best for you if you allow somebody back in, you know, or if you don't. You know, in the future with that energy, the Eight of Cups in the reverse could be a return. I still feel like there is a resistance to the change, though, when it comes to how much they're going to give, but maybe they could start to give a little bit more. But only you guys get to decide what's best for you and who you allow back into your life and who you allow to have access to you. Okay, I'm reading this as, you know, there is a lack of change and it is uncomfortable and it is difficult, but sometimes we have to face that in order to have the things that we deserve. But that is what I have for you, my loves. Now, if this resonates, let me know in the comments down below. And if it doesn't, just check out your other placements. Everything that you guys will need to know, whether it's about this reading, whether it's about personals or Patreon, all of that is in the description box for you. If you like the way that I read, please like, share, and subscribe. And most importantly, if you want personal prayers for any reason at all, you can just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. So I am sending so much love and light. Until next time.